it should be illegal to be up this early on a Saturday. But it is our last Saturday of prep and I am so excited. I have a busy work day today so that I can knock out some work and just go to summer shredding this weekend and be super present with everything. So early bird gets the worm. You guys know the drill. You see the double braids. We are about to go do cardio and we're gonna be talking about how you can romanticize your life in a diet. And it all starts with my cardio drink routine. So let's get to it. The cats are also on a diet right now and not handling it well, so have to feed them first. You're next. Vegas decided to get cold when I was like 10 days out. We are currently 7 days out from my last show of the season and we are pushing harder than ever. If you guys haven't seen my show day video, go check it out. I did my best to capture it all, but it was just like the best time. Got my judges' feedback. I need to come in a little bit tighter, so that's what we are pushing for. I'm currently about 2 pounds down from my lightest weight of my last prep and we are still depleting for another like 3 days. So we are cooking. My first romanticizing your life in the diet tip was literally just sipping on something that tastes good during your cardio. So I do essential amino acids because I'm doing fasted cardio. I don't have anything in my stomach right now and I'm on very, very low food. So this provides some circulating amino acids. Might give you like a little 1% benefit on muscle protein breakdown. Again, it's like that marginal 1% benefit, even if you're sipping on like Mio or electrolytes or something. If you really like the taste of it, sometimes it's just enough to like get you out of bed first thing in the morning when you're tired and it's cold outside and you gotta go do cardio. So let's get it. This has never happened to me. I am the only person in the apartment gym in the morning. Usually there's like a decent bit of people, but then I realized it's 6:45 a.m. on a Saturday. So cardio round 1 is done. I am feeling it. We are 7 days out, but just running on vibes right now. So the way that I romanticize my cardio outside of my essential amino acids is I do something that I enjoy and that keeps my eyes busy during cardio because it's really easy to just sit there and stare at the clock running the whole time, and that is not fun because then it's slower than a microwave minute. So for the majority of my prep, I was actually taking J3U, which is a online course for coaches that want to prep clients because I will have clients stepping on stage next year, and he unlocked a female module. I took the entire course last year and I did the female module. So I use it as a time to learn and watch videos on things like that. I'm doing stool testing for my clients as well. So I read up on resources for that and I'll get back to client messages. And today I went over my vlog and gave corrections to edit so that I can post my last vlog. So not the show day one, but the one that's 2 weeks out. So we got a lot of vlogs stacked up, but that's a really good way to just like multitask and get things done while you're doing the things that you have to do so that you might have like an extra 30 minutes or like an hour to just sit at home because you have lower energy and you don't have to be like walking on the treadmill to get things done, you know? So we're multitasking, making it nice and efficient and also keeping yourself busy. If you don't have something like that, but you want to go in and learn, I've gotten back into beauty YouTube sometimes because that second cardio session of the day, my brain doesn't work as well. And I'm watching The Lincoln Lawyer on Netflix. So I do a low productivity in my long cardio session in the morning, and then the one later on in the day is where my brain's like, girl, bye. So we do a little bit more fun things. And I've been watching Laura and Manny MUA, and I fucking love them. They are a riot. I used to watch them back in like 2016. So we're bringing them back. And if y'all haven't checked out The Lincoln Lawyer, go do that. You guys know my coffee is a serious occasion, and this is the second thing that I romanticize in my life during prep is my coffee. Oh my gosh. I get 1 cup of coffee in the morning with almond milk right now, and it is the greatest moment in my morning. I savor it. And it's just like the little things, you know? So there's gonna be a time in prep where you have to drink like black coffee and it's not as fun. But if you can make it more enjoyable by adding things that you enjoy to it with like different flavors or something like that, it makes a huge difference. So this is the best liquid stevia in the game. Sweet Leaf, 12 out of 10. I also have this Now Foods Better Stevia. This is more so one that I use in like my creamies. Sometimes I'll use it in my coffee, but more often than not, I'm going for flavored additions, flavored stevia. So right now I have been loving the caramel flavored one and then also the chocolate flavored one. These are both absolutely incredible. They do have a pumpkin spice one, but it's too spicy for me. I am a pumpkin pie girl, not a pumpkin spice girl. So comment below if you're a team pumpkin pie or pumpkin spice. So these two, phenomenal. Can't wait to use these with my chocolate collagen when I get that back into my coffee. And then these are like special treat ones. I try to only have them like once a day, not every day, because they're more like artificial sweeteners. These are made with like sucralose that can impact things like inflammation and digestion. And with me being 7 days out, we are minimizing that going into peak week. So today would be the last day, today and tomorrow, like the last-ish days that I would actually have these, and they would just be for like 1 cup of coffee. So these are also awesome. I like to get these little mini ones because I travel with them, and you can just order a black coffee on like a road trip or in the airport or something like that, and you can control what you're adding, and you're not adding like sugar-free vanilla because the one that you get from Starbucks tastes like actual window cleaner. What I'm about to do right now is make a half cup of coffee so that I can make another pod of half cup, because the Nespresso tastes so much better than my coffee pot. So I do have 2 coffee machines going. We have the Nespresso for the caffeinated cups, and then we have the coffee pot for pots of decaf, because I do sip on decaf throughout the day. It's something flavored that I can sip on that isn't gonna impact my digestion. A bunch of artificial sweeteners and stuff like that, because I'll just add like stevia or even just like sip on it black. So we got a new Nespresso machine. You guys saw that I would use the Virtuo. This is the pot. And I really like this one because it's got the knob. The knob makes it feel like a real Nespresso machine instead of the button. So that's just like a little detail that I really like. And then I like that it's shorter, so we can actually like push it up underneath this counter and it saves space. And I'll show you guys my finished creation. Thank you for staying for my coffee TED Talk. This just really gets me going. I feel like this is the epitome of 7 days out. All right, so we gonna head off and go to the gym now. I got some client work done. Got all cute, which is part of romanticizing dieting. It is so easy, especially in prep, to just look like a slug. And there are many days that I do look like a slug, but I at least have some sort of makeup-ish on, even if I don't do like full eyeshadow, any sort of bronzer or anything. I'll do like a tinted moisturizer. I will at least put on my skincare, because you cannot live, especially in Las Vegas, without putting your SPF on. I pay way too much in Botox for that. And I actually put on a cute outfit today. Again, there are days that I go in just like full sweats, grunge mode that like don't even match, but we have this cute little Nike pull-over thing that I found at the Nike clearance store here, which is so much better than the Nike outlet. And then this Nike bra, which I also found from the clearance store. And then the Naka shorts, which I showed in my 2-week out video. Again, they flatter the butt. They give me a butt right now because my glutes said sayonara. I mean, I still have glutes, but they're just not like an ass, you know? Like there's a difference between having glutes and an ass. So that's what I'm excited for in my off season, is to have that back. But I'm feeling cute today. We gonna go train full body, and then I have returns that I need to make that I've been putting off for I think like 4 weeks now. So fingers crossed that they take it back. But I'll be going to Ulta, so that could be dangerous, but I'm really excited. So I just pulled up back at my apartment. It is currently 2:44. So late afternoon, but I have like 3 meals left. So blessed and highly favored. I cannot wait to go inside and eat my next meal. I went to the gym, and then I had to do some returns, dropped off my Nespresso pods to recycle at the UPS store. I went to Ulta to return some stuff that we got for my show day and I didn't end up needing or using, and I didn't buy anything new, which is a huge win. And then I had to go to Walmart because I'm out of sugar-free Jell-O, and that is my lifeline right now. And I was about to throw a fit because they didn't have sugar-free lime, and I was craving sugar-free lime because last time I got strawberry. But then I went to the refrigerated section and they had it. So I was making my own little like tray of it before, but I need this at this meal right now. And this is also gonna like portion control how much I have. So black cherry, and then I got lemon lime. So I'm pretty happy. 1 cup of this is 1 protein. So while my macros are on like poverty right now, oh, it's so nice to have those as like a post-meal treat. Which brings me to my next dieting tip, is to eat foods that don't spike your cravings. Do not like have these little treats that you look forward to in your day that you almost have to like hoard macros for. So like the sugar-free Jell-O, there's nothing to it. It's not gonna spike your cravings at all. It's like water, like flavored water. I took out my American Dream nut butter, which I love at 4 weeks out, because after I was eating it, I just wanted more of it. So any sort of hyper palatable food I swapped out for more whole food options. And I 10 out of 10 recommend this to anybody, especially if you're in prep, but if you're dieting in general, it's just not worth it to eat this like tiny little serving, whether it's like this mini Snickers or this like 10 grams of nut butter, and then you feel unsatisfied after the meal and it just spikes your cravings and you continue to want more and more of it. Just have something that's a little bit more satiating. And I will tell you that after this prep, I'm gonna continue eating more so like whole nutrient dense foods. I don't want to go in and change all of my sources or add in a bunch of those foods, because the post diet is where it really matters, right? Like, you just worked so hard to get this weight loss, to finish this prep, to go on that vacation, whatever you lost the weight for, and now there's no time-bound goal. So 1, you need to have a post-diet goal, because that's how you can stay on top of your protocols and really stay excited and adherent, because I'm already looking forward to my off season and my growing season and stepping on stage in 2025, because I have the whole plan for that. So before you come out of the diet, you need to have a plan of what you're going to do, or else it's so easy to be like, oh, this just doesn't matter. Oh, like I just won't track this. And then next thing you know, you haven't tracked for 2 weeks and you've gained half of the weight back, which coming out of contest prep, you can really fuck your gut or your hormones. And it's really not good for your long-term health outcomes, because you have to put the weight back on. And if you're a competitor and you want to compete again, the weight's going to have to come back off again, right? And it just shortens the runway that you have to go into an off season and improvement season to build tissue, because you already have a decent bit of body fat on you and you haven't put any tissue on. The post-show period is not anabolic. You are just trying to put on body fat to restore your health, because your hormones are out of whack, your thyroid is downregulated, you are not in an anabolic spot. So don't think that everything you're putting on is tissue, because it is not. Absolutely not. So set yourself up for success during the diet, because what you do during the diet is going to determine what you do after the diet. And that's why taking things slow and steady and gradually is the way to go, so that you don't get to the end of the diet and you're like, fuck everything, I'm done. So gonna go inside, make my next meal. And even though it's a Saturday, I have a decent bit of work to do because of traveling and competing next week. So I'm gonna knock that out so I can be present and enjoy. So see you upstairs. All right, so no lie, the fatigue hit hard as soon as we got back upstairs. So while we were making our meal, coffee, because we gotta go back and do my second session of cardio, which is shorter than the first one. So very grateful for that. But I just came up with this little concoction because I really just like wasn't feeling my normal post-workout meal. But I don't want to swap food sources at this point because I'm 7 days out. So I just season them differently. And this combo, Trader Joe's pizza sprinkle seasoning with the cheesy seasoning blend, both of them are 0 calories. Like don't use a whole fucking bottle, because they will like add some carbs or whatever. I am also tracking my sodium, so like all of that is controlled. But this combo, pizza sprinkle seasoning and cheesy seasoning blend, I cannot wait until I can add like a Laughing Cow cheese to this after my show. It's gonna be so good. But we got egg whites, spinach, mushrooms, yeah. So gonna eat this, do a little bit of work, probably get some steps in, and then we'll go hit cardio. Just shut my camera and realized that that was the next dieting tip I wanted to talk to you guys about, is to not eat meals that you hate. Like, you should enjoy all of the meals that you're putting into your body. So I have, like, this is the first time that I have ever like told myself, yo, I just like actually don't want to eat that meal right now. Weird for me, but it would have been super simple. So I would have swapped out for like cauliflower instead of my mushrooms, right? So I'm still swapping like an A+ food for an A+ food. And that's what IIFYM is the ability to swap like different high quality sources in and out, right? And I think that that's where people get it misconstrued, is they're like, I can eat my macros in Pop-Tarts and donuts and protein shakes. And like, yeah, you're gonna have some days where that happens and that's cool. But that's where the 80-20 rule comes in, right? Like 80% of the time we wanna be having whole food sources. And your 80-20 might look different. You might have like an 80-20 in a day. You might have an 80-20 in a week, an 80-20 in a month, whatever that looks like for you. So whatever that sense of balance is for you, I want you to find that. But I want you to be consistently eating foods that you enjoy. Like, I genuinely love all of the meals that I get to eat. So when I didn't want the meal that I was gonna eat today, I swapped something in it to make it a little bit more appetizing. So instead of having my normal seasonings, I did the pizza and cheese seasoning. So I didn't like blow my macros out of the water. I didn't add or subtract any macros. I literally just swapped for different flavors. So it can actually be that simple, right? Like, you shouldn't force yourself to eat foods in the name of like health just to lose weight or just to reach your goals, because then again, that plays into what's gonna happen after the diet. You're gonna fall off, you're gonna rebound hard because you've restricted yourself from eating all of these things that you enjoy for so long. So you can get a little bit creative in the kitchen. It just takes an extra 10% of effort. And this is what I talk to my clients about. Extra 10%. Like, just give that last little 10% to make your meals a little bit more appetizing, to season them, to not steam them and to cook them in the air fryer or to bake them. It really does go the extra mile to fully be present with your meals and to fully enjoy what you're eating. That's how like you're able to eat lower calories and you're able to sustain what you're doing long term. Like, genuinely, I cannot wait to get back to my pumpkin bowl that I have in the morning and just add more oats and add toppings and add fruits and things like that. So the basis of the foods that I enjoy are still very much there. And that's the key to long-term success in dieting and longevity in your results. Now I'm fucking hungry. Now I'm gonna eat. I just did some work and just went and did my second cardio session and came back. I ate my third meal of the night and I still have some work to do to get the rest of my steps in, and then I can take a shower and eat my creamy and go to bed. Guys, today is a really hard day. This was the same really hard day that I had. Last show, 7 days out, just hit really hard. There's something about a weekend day that's just like not the same as a weekday, and that's why I'm treating today just like a normal work day. Not just because Chad is gone and I'm trying to catch up on work so I can enjoy that whole week and summer shredding and being with our clients and stuff and me actually competing, but I'm 2 pounds lighter than I was before my last show. So I'm much leaner, food is much lower, cardio is much higher, and I've been doing like really, really great, like been in really good spirits, but I do have just really hard days and I haven't captured one on YouTube or on social media, and this is the reality of it. You know, like anything that's worth achieving is gonna be hard. And if you don't feel like crap, probably not lean enough. You know, you're probably not quite where you need to be. Not that your protocols need to be crazy at all, but it just like, it sucks to have low body fat because it just feels shitty. And today is just hard. It's just really, really hard. But I made myself do 2 extra minutes on cardio because I was sucking it up, and I'm proud of myself for doing it. I still got in all of my cardio. I'm still gonna get in all of my steps, and I'm still gonna eat my creamy and go to bed. And it just is what it is. Like, at this point, it would be so easy to say, fuck it. Or to say, no, I don't want to do my second cardio session. Or no, I'm not gonna get in the rest of my steps. But at the end of the day, it's only hurting me, and nobody else has to stand on that stage and not be lean enough. And nobody else has to stand on that stage and get handed a fucking participation medal. It's not even about the medal. It's not even about winning. It's just about me standing on stage knowing that I didn't do everything that I could have done or that I was supposed to do. And that is out of integrity. That's incongruent, and that's not something that I will allow myself to do. That's not something that I am going to be proud of standing on stage. And like, that's ultimately why I do it. And what keeps me going is moments like this. Like, it's not worth it to me to not do what I need to do. I signed up for this. I am pushing myself to achieve this. Like, everyone sees the shreds and shit like that on Instagram, and I used to too. That's why I pushed off prep twice, and that's what I wanted. And I wasn't in a place where I was able to support what it takes to get there, and I wasn't willing to do what it takes to get there. So this is my responsibility. It is my responsibility to do what I need to do to bring my best self to the stage, and whatever it takes to make it happen is what I'm going to do responsibly, right? Like, I'm not gonna kill myself. I'm still gonna take care of my body. We're still gonna be like health focused, you know? Like, prep is not healthy, but I wouldn't like wreck myself for like forever to do it. You know what I mean? Just like my disclaimer, right? But it's just fucking hard. And just know that like days like this will happen. Whether you're prepping or you're just dieting or you're just going through a hard place in life, you're building a business, you're working really hard at something, whatever it is, you're gonna have these days. And you just gotta put your fucking big girl pants on and you just gotta do it anyway, because that's what you signed up for. So if you want something, you have to put yourself in a position to achieve it. And you are the only person holding yourself responsible. You can have a coach, you can have accountability partners, you can even have employees. It doesn't matter. But unless you are showing up for you, nothing else matters. You're the only one that's hurting yourself at the end of the day. And I couldn't lay my head down at night or step on stage knowing that I didn't do what I needed to do. So thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Thank you guys for providing the space for me to just be vulnerable and share my heart with you guys, even when it's not like super upbeat and peppy and great. This is prep. And I am so grateful for each and every day like this, because I get stronger every single time. And we're about to go into 6 days out. So like this week is the beginning, or today was the beginning of peak week. So tomorrow 6 days out. Nothing really changes with my protocols. Like, cardio stays the same. It is a rest day from training, so that'll be nice. Steps will stay the same. Monday cardio drops a little bit more. Tuesday cardio drops a little bit more, and food starts to go up. So like, this is the home stretch. We are out here. Today's probably gonna be the hardest day that I've had, and it'll all get better from here. You just gotta make it through that one hard day. And this is something that we talk about at Beyond Built with our clients that prep, and I've never fully understood it until now, when you literally just like, I can't even think about the rest of the week, because it just makes me want to like cry about the next like 6 days and having to like continue doing cardio or not having as much food. So dude, all I can do is win the day. All I can do is focus on the next thing that I have to do and the next thing that I have to check off. So that was me this morning. I checked off my cardio, and then I checked off my training, and then I checked off some work, and then I checked off my cardio, and I'm gonna go check off my steps and the rest of my work for the night. And then I get to have my creamy, and I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna get a good night's sleep, and it's gonna be a good night. And all that I can do is win the fucking day. And that's what I have. And that I can rest easy at night. That I can present on stage and be proud of. It's steps time. We gotta go knock that out so that I can eat my creamy and go to bed. Love you guys.